Hello and welcome to an exciting edition of Badminton Unlimited. Coming up on the show, the first Super 1000 event of the year is over. It's time to look at the biggest movers and shakers on the Race to Guangzhou Standings. Plus, what's it like spending the whole day photographing the biggest badminton stars? We find out in a behind-the-scenes special. And it's lesson time with Thailand's Busanon Ongbamungpan. The latest Race to Guangzhou standings reflect plenty of movement following the conclusion of the first Super 1000 tournament of the season. Here's a look at the top 8 from each discipline after earning points from the Yonex All England Open 2020. Denmark's Victor Axelsen strengthened his position at the top after clinching the men's singles title, while runner-up Cho Tien-Chen moved up 21 places into 13th. Anders Antonsen made the largest leap into the top 8, climbing 11 places to 7th after a final 4 showing. Losing semi-finalist Li Zijia also took big strides, moving up 9 places into 5th, while China's Shi Yuqi leapfrogged Eunka Long Angus into 3rd after a quarter-final finish in Birmingham. Three-time champion Tai Tzu-Ying is unsurprisingly the week's biggest climber in women's singles, jumping forward 19 places into 7th. Meanwhile, her opponent in the final, Chen Yufei, advanced 9 places to 5th. Also moving 2 places up the standings are Thailand's Ratchanok Intanon and Phonpawi Chochuwong. Both exited at the quarter-final stage this year, which earned them 2nd and 3rd placing respectively. Caroline O'Marin's semi-final finish means she gets to keep her position at the top. The biggest movers in men's doubles were losing finalists Marcus Finaldi Gideon and Kevin Sanjaya Sukamuljo, who climbed 7 places to 2nd. Champions Hiroyuki Endo and Yuta Watanabe are 25th because the All England was their first tournament of the year. Muhammad Ahsan and Hendra Setiawan moved up 5 places into 5th after their quarter-final finish, while Chinese Taipei's Li Jiehui and Yang Po Swan climbed 1 place into 6th after exiting in the round of 16. Compatriots Li Yang and Wang Qilin kept their spot at the top following a semi-final showing. Women's doubles champions Yuki Fukushima and Sayaka Hirota moved up 16 places into 9th on the standings, with their Chinese opponents Duo Ye and Li Yinhui climbing 3 spots into 3rd. Indonesia's Brescia Poli and Apriyani Rahayu have been dethroned by Koreans Chang Ye-na and Kim Hai-rin, whose quarter-final showing pushed them up a place to the top. Japan's Misaki Matsutomo and Ayaka Takahashi broke into the top 8, moving up 7 places following their semi-final exit. In mixed doubles, champions Praveen Jordan and Malaki Deva Octavianti also moved up 16 places into 9th, while runners-up Dechapol Puavaranokro and Sapsuri Tarathanachai rose 15 spots into 12th. England's Marcus Ellis and Lauren Smith now find themselves at the summit after moving up a place following their semi-final exit. Quarter-finalists Hafiz Faisal and Gloria Emmanuel Wijaja climbed 4 spots into 5th, while Wang Yiyu and Huang Dongping moved up 2 places into 4th. Well known for their warm hospitality, a few Team Japan players have taken the initiative to welcome their fellow shuttlers to Tokyo 2020 Olympics by teaching them some basic Japanese words. Let's find out how Thailand's Busanon Ongbamungpan fared in this language lesson.
Hello, my name is Nozomi Okuhara. Today I'll teach some Japanese. Okay? ありがとうございます。
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 どういたしまして。
どういまして。
どういたしまして。
どういたしまして。
こんにちは、お元気ですか？
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 ただきます。
いただきます。
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 ごちそうさまでした。
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 ごちそうさまですか。
おはようございます。
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 おやすみなさい。
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 おやすみなさい。Oh, Fukushima tulong. Very good.
My name is Raphaël Sacheta. I am from France and I am the director of Badminton Photo, official agency of the Badminton World Federation. I was a reporter. I'm a journalist. My education is a journalist. So I started off writing articles for the IBF at the time. And then it was the very beginning of the website for the IBF, and they wanted articles but also some pictures. So they asked if I could provide some digital images at the time, and I had no clue on how to take photos with digital cameras. It was the very beginning. So I hired a very simple digital camera at the time, and then I started from there, and then bought a new one, and then increased in lenses, in bodies, camera bodies, and that's how it started. I think the first 6 or 8 years I did both. So I was making the reports or interviewing the players and then taking photos at the same time, and it was a crazy schedule because it's very difficult to do both. So now I switched to only photography. We try to reach the venue maybe 1 hour before it starts and we get settled. It kicks off and then we're here on the side court taking as many pictures as we can and best quality as we can. And then each time we have to upload the photos on what we call the badminton wire for our clients to be able to download the images live. We don't wait until the end of the day to put all the images. So it's a constant go back and forth between the courts and the computer to upload the images. Of course, we have to be on the lookout for what's happening. Even though we're working on the computer, something can happen, so we have to drop everything and then go back to the side court to get that. And then we try to have a few minutes to eat, often while the photos are uploading on the computer. So it's mostly cold food. Yeah, like I said, it's constant pressure, and it's fun, but it's also exhausting. At the end of a tournament, we're all the badminton photographers were like, okay, this is over, but and we're happy because we are witnesses to all what's happening, and we feel it's important. My all-time favorite? That's also a tough question. As a player, I would say Lindan is I think the best player ever, and a lot of people think this way. And also I was lucky enough I was the first reporter to interview him, and he was a baby. He was all shy, and and it was a funny story. And now I see him, he's a mega star and a mega legend, and still playing. So yeah, I would say Lindan because he's such a legend. Expression-wise, of course, it's great to see players showing emotions for us, especially at the end of the match, like Xu Tianchen from Chinese Taipei. He's always great to shoot because he's celebrating in a great style. Tai Tzu-Ying also, or Ratchana Kintanon, these are the players who show emotion when they win. So for us, it's great to be there on the side court to immortalize these moments. But there are also players like Victor Axelsen. He just goes by the book. His gesture are perfect, so we know what to expect. So we make good pictures of that kind of player because they are so easy to read in a way as a photographer. So these are good players to shoot. In terms of photography, it's about the same. There are challenges, because the sport is so fast and it's in dark conditions. But I feel the sport is, I think, easier to adjust to because, like I said, it's a big family. People are nice to each other. the players are very accessible compared to other sports, for instance. So I would say that badminton, once you start doing badminton photography, it's hard to switch to another sport, because then you feel like, okay, I don't feel so welcome in other venues or in other sports, because it's not so friendly and easy to get to. So yeah, I would say, you know, the family feeling that we have in the sport makes it special. There are many rewards, otherwise I wouldn't have been doing that for 20 years. First of all, being part of this community and this fraternity, it's like a big family of badminton compared to other sports I've covered. We feel like everybody know each other and are kind to each other, and our relationship with the players is also very special. We're here on the side court and it feels like we live what they live in terms of emotion, and we're so close to the action. That's something that's very rewarding, and probably why all the badminton photographers today keep doing this job.
Time for a quick break here on Badminton Unlimited, but when we come back, we hit the gym with Kidambi Srikanth. And we go back in time for a classic David versus Goliath battle at the India Open.
Hi everyone, this is Srikanth and here's Daniel, my trainer.
Today we're going to do the close grip bench press. The close grip bench press is a variation on what we call competition or main bench press. On your main bench press, you're going to take a grip which is absolutely optimal for you personally to move the most amount of weight that you can. The close grip, we're moving the hands in closer. For most people, there'll be one finger on the smooth part of the bar. That's closer than would be optimal for maximal force production. This tends to make the triceps have to work a little bit harder in relation to the other pressing muscles, the chest and the anterior deltoid. The correct way is to get as tight as you can on the bench, like you would with competition bench press. Your feet should be flat on the floor, or you could have your heel up if you're a person who's a little bit more flexible, but your legs should be full of tightness, full of tension. You should take the barbell out with your index finger on the smooth, lower the bar all the way to the just below the chest, to your upper ribs, and extend the bar out to full extension. Right now, with Srikanth, we're focusing mainly on the big barbell lifts of powerlifting and weightlifting. Those are the two barbell sports. And those are the elements of powerlifting and weightlifting is what's used to train all athletes in an intelligent way. Weightlifting is maximal power output, and powerlifting is maximal force output. So the powerlifting exercises are the barbell squat, deadlift, and bench press, and then variations of those.
So my name is Rafael Sacheta. I work for Badminton Photo, which is the official photo agency for the Badminton World Federation. And here you have all the bodies and lenses, well, some of the bodies and lenses that we use for everyday work. So we can go into the details to know a little bit on how we use what, so that maybe you can try to do some photos. Okay, first, the big babies. These are fixed lens. That means that it's not a zoom. This one is a 400mm and this one is a 300mm. These basically are used mostly for sports or animal photography. 400mm is you can shoot from very far but still have a very clear picture. So these two lenses are very important for us because sometimes the stadiums are very big, so we are far from the courts. So we use this and then we are able to go close up and have the emotions of the players even though we are standing far away. Then we have a range of other lenses. Some of them are also zoom. So this one is a 70-200mm with a fixed aperture. Also these two and this one has a fixed aperture of 2.8. That means that there is a lot of light coming into the lenses, and it's very important for badminton because it's dark and it's fast. So we need to have as much light as we can. That means that we can have a high-speed shooting. This lens is a 24-70, so it's a bit similar to this one. It's only that we can get a bit wider. It's a wider lens, so if we're closer to the court, then we can use this one. This one is a bit specific. It's big. and it's a fixed lens, just like this too. So it's not a zoom. You cannot go in and out of the of what you're trying to shoot. But it's brilliant because the aperture is 1.2. That means that you have a lot of light coming into the lens. It means that you can capture the action very fast. So for badminton, of course, it's so important because they are so fast. You know, the fastest match is close to 500 km/h. So we need that kind of lens to catch the action. These two lenses we use to get a wider picture of the venues. For instance, the Tianhe venue is big. It's not the biggest, but we use this to have a wide angle shot, to have the overall court and then the public. So we use that kind of lens. All these are lenses, and these are the bodies, the camera bodies. This one is the latest from Canon. It's the EOS 1D Mark II. That's the best camera for sports. It's very fast. In 1 second, you would have up to 10 shots in 1 second. So it's very helpful for badminton because, as I said, it's a very fast sport. So this one is another type of camera. It's also fast, not as fast as this one, but you can use HDR, and it allows you to have a better contrast. A little device we can talk about is quite funny. It's a bundle that we put near our, inside the camera, and it basically brings a strong Wi-Fi to the camera. That means that where we're on a side court, we can shoot, and then the picture goes right away to whoever needs it, our servers or the desk, can be the desk in Paris. And then last but not least, of course, everybody knows this, is a flash. And badminton, we cannot use the flash when the play is going on, but for the podium ceremonies or when we shoot the galas or things like that, then of course we need the flash. If you start to have a good interest into photography, I would suggest one of these bodies. Of course, this one is very expensive, so it's more for professionals, but these type of bodies, even a bit lower in quality, are good. But what you need to know is that the aperture is very important. There is one lens from Canon. It's the 50mm 1.8, and it's very cheap. And I started with this, and I was able to make really decent photos with one reflex body and that lens 1.8 50mm. I think the best is to have two different lenses. If you want to invest a bit more, is the 24-70 and the 70-200. That covers basically pretty much everything. That gives you already enough to make good pictures, but the aperture is very important. 2.8 is what we require to have enough light to make fast photos.
The India Open was one of Lee Chong-wei's favourite hunting grounds. A three-time champion, the Malaysian also reached the finals of the tournament for 4 successive years from 2011 to 2014. However, in 2012, unseeded Korean shuttler Son Wan-ho delivered one of the biggest upsets in the competition's history. The then 23-year-old defeating the reigning champion and top seed to clinch the title. That epic final is our classic match this week.
Yeah, good play by the Korean. It's all level once again.
18-all.
Oh my word. Oh, super attacking play. Make that 1 point away on a run of 4 straight points. Good lift. And he's done it. He's taken the opening game. The unseeded Korean. And are we about to see a major upset? tremendous. Oh, it's a phenomenal angle. Oh, take that. Oh, and again. That's just super. Brilliant. Goodness me. Giving the Malaysian some of his own medicine. Oh, what a delightful shot. Incredible. And that is simply stunning. Oh my goodness. And then Lee Chong-wei puts the shuttle long. How on earth did Song Wan-ho get this one back? He just get it back. He got it back with interest. Perfection. Yeah, just inside the line. Oh my goodness. Another opportunity. No, he can't get it back this time. But how on earth did Song Wan-ho retrieve the earlier smash? Remarkable. Oh, and then misses the next shot. 5 straight points now by Lee Chong-wei, and it's all level. Oh, he's missed it, and the world number one just eases into the lead. Short. Oh, well, he had the courage, did Song Wan-ho, to play another net shot. Match point to Song Wan-ho. He's done it. His maiden title, and it's a Super Series title at that. He has defeated the world number one Lee Chong-wei, champion a year ago. What a remarkable victory. 21-18, 14-21, 21-19 in an hour and 6 minutes of thrilling badminton.
Time now to find out what some of your favourite players have been posting. That's it for now here on Badminton Unlimited, but join us again next week when Canada's Michelle Lee looks back at a successful 2019.
That was one of the matches where I just put it all out there, and I think I was just leaning over on my racket like half of the time because I was so tired and the rallies were so long. I learned a lot from that game too.
And an exclusive conversation with Indian para-badminton star Sukant Kadam about the road ahead. In the meantime, remember to log on to bwfbadminton.com for the latest news and features on the sport. Bye-bye and take care.